friends, welcome to my tutorials for today. So today we want to conclude what we started in our previous class, which is the making of our 6-piece skirt and a double peplum top to go with it. Remember, already we have finished our 6-piece skirt, so today we shall be looking at the cutting and the making of our peplum top. So let's get right to work. Lest I forget, please, if you are here to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Just quickly click on that red icon on your phone and subscribe so that you'll be getting exciting tutorials from me. And also don't forget to like and share my video. Let's get to work. So now we're going to cut the top, and the top has a cut. So first we're going to measure the half length, which is 15, and then we're putting our sewing allowance. I'll put 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance up here, then the 1 inch for down. I want to draw out where my zip will sit. This is the back we are cutting, and I folded into 2. And from here I measure my shoulder. The shoulder is 14. Divided into 2 is 7. Like, you can put 7.5. The half inch is for the sewing allowance. Let me make it 7.5. The half inch is for the sewing allowance. You can see it. Then the armhole, 8. Then the bust I'm working with is 32.5, divided into 4. Remember, we folded into 2. So the 2 is for the front, the other 2 is for the back. So for this back, divided into 4, we get 8.4. And my 2 inches sewing allowance, approximately 8.5 here, and my 2 inches sewing allowance here. Then the waist is 29, divided into 4, 7.5, plus my 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I have to measure the shoulder here, 3 inches. This is how I want the neck to be. So now I'm cutting. I have to measure 1 inch for the slanting. So this is the back. This is the back. Now we're going to cut the front side. Remember, I said it has princess darts. I'm going to fold into 2 again. First, I want to cut the center front. That is here, like this. The center front. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 2 again. Measure out my half length, which is 15, plus my sewing allowance, 16.5. The half is for the sewing allowance up here, then the 1 is for the down. Then I measure the shoulder, which is 14. Supposed to be 7, but I'm adding ½ inch extra as the sewing allowance. I have to measure from the shoulder to the nipple. That is 10. And my nipple to nipple is 8. That is 4, divided into 2. you have 4. Then you measure from nipple to the under bust 3 inches. You mark. And you also mark 3 inches up. Then you have to you measure 4 inches from where you are supposed to mark for the armpit. So you now connect the line from the armpit like this, and then cut. So you're going to have something like this. Let me raise this so that you can see it well. You have something like this. Then you notch the markings. You measure 3.5 inches for the shoulder, and then 6.5 inches for the depth of the neck. You measure your 1 inch for the slanting. So with this now we're going to cut the side. Place like this, making sure you have 2 or 3 inches left by this side. First, you are going to draw the line. Trace out the shape of the center front. Identify where you have the notch. This is the armhole. Remember, our armhole was 8 minus 1 is now 7. Now you measure the bust. Our bust is 8.4. 8.4. That is somewhere here. Plus sewing allowance 2 inches, 10.4. We measure the waist. The waist is 29 divided into 4. You have 7.5 plus 2 inches sewing allowance, 9.5. You draw the line. And then we're going to treat here that you have left. From the nipple point, you measure 2.5 inches and mark. Then from here, from this point, you draw a line to connect this nipple point and the under bust. Like this. It's going to give you something like this. And then cut. So now this is the side, the two sides. So at the end of the day, this is what we have. When you join this one like this, and then you join the other side. Having cut this, we're going to use this one, place it on top of your interlining and cut the three of them. You use your interlining to line first before you use your normal lining to line it. We're going to cut the hand, the sleeve. The sleeve length is 11 plus 1.5 inch sewing allowance, because I'll use the lining to fold it. The round sleeve is 10.5 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. I'm going to use this one to cut out the second one. So now we have the hand. We're now going to cut out the peplum. Remember I said it is double step peplum. First I folded my fabric into two, and then I folded it again, making it into 4. Now we're going to cut it using the waist measurement, and the waist is 29 divided into 4, 7.5. It's supposed to be 7.25. Eight, 7.5, 29. Then we're going to put the sewing allowance. So I made it 8. And then the length of the peplum is 8. So I'm going to make it 9 with 1 inch sewing allowance. You mark round. And then cut. So you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now at one end, I'm going to give it a slanting cut. This is where the zip is going to sit. So now we've gotten one of the 2 steps of the peplum. I'm going to cut out the second one again. This time around, this one is going to be smaller than the first one. You fold the fabric into 2, and then you fold again. I want to use this one to determine the waist, so that at the end of the day both of them will be equal. So now I've gotten the waist. Remember, I used 9 inches for the length of this peplum. So for this one I'm going to use 7, since it's going to be shorter than the first one. So at one end again, I'm going to give it a slanting cut. This is where the zip will sit. So here we have our double peplum. You can see it. So now I'm going to use lining to turn it. I will place my fabric on top of the lining like this, and then cut out the lining, and then I'll run it through my machine, and then we'll come back. This, as you can see, is the peplum. You can see it. I cut out the lining and then I lined it. I also use my pressing iron to iron it. You can see the double step, 1, 2. So now this one is ready. I'll keep it. This is the sleeve, the hand. I've also lined and ironed them. This is the back. I've also lined and ironed them. Now I'll have to put the dart. This is the zip allowance. You can see where I marked it. So now I'm going to fold from here to go and meet the zip allowance, and then put my dart and sew. I'll do it on the 2 sides. And then this is the front of the top. You can see I used a wooden, you can see it, to pad it a little. You can see it. So now I'm going to use my machine to join it like this. I will make sure that this notched area here meets here like this. So this is how I'm going to sew it, and as I sew, I fold like this. Until I get to the end. I will do the same at the other side. So now I have joined the front. This is the front. So the next thing I will do now is, you can see I used an interlining to line the lining first. So now I'm going to place the lining front to front like this. You can see the front of the lining is facing the front of my fabric. I'm going to place it like this, and then I'm going to sew the neck, sew the 2 sides, and then turn it. Now I have lined the front of the top. The next thing now is to join this shoulder to this one like this. And then I'll sew it like this. I will do the same thing at the other side. So now the back of the top has been fixed. You can see this is the back. So I'm now going to measure out our zip allowance, which was 1.5 earlier, 1.5 inches. I'll measure 1.5 inches. Then I'll pin them together. This is where the zip will sit. But because I have not attached the peplum, I'm pinning them together. Alright. it's time to join together. Our bust is 32.5 divided into 2 is 16.25. 16.25. Then the waist is 29 divided into 2 is 14.5. So now I'm going to use my machine and sew it down like this. Then I'll come back to you. So now I've joined them together using the body measurement I'm working with. You can see it. So the next thing now is to fix my double peplum, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'll fix it like this. You can see it's the same measurement. This is how I'll fix it. I fixed the peplum. Look at it. The next thing will now be to fix the zip. Remember, our zip allowance is 1.5 inch. I will now fix the zip. So now we have fixed the zip. You can see it. The zip has been fixed and our peplum is almost ready. So the only thing left now is for us to fix the hand. I already cut out the hand. Here is the hand. This is how my client wants the hand to be. So now I'm going to start fixing from here like this. Then I'll start sewing. I'll sew it round and do the same on the other hand. So this is how you fix the hand. You can see I put the hand from inside, from the right side, not from the wrong side. I'm going to pick it just a little. She doesn't want it very flat. I'll do just like 3 pickings. You can see it. To sew the other side. So here we have it, our peplum top, fully and beautifully made. You can see how nice it is, how beautiful it is. You can see the double peplum. And this is the end of our class for today. I want to say a very big thank you to you for watching my videos. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Just help me and click on that subscribe button down below on that red icon on your phone. And also don't forget to like and share our videos. Till we meet again, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And if you have comments or questions, please leave it at the comment section and I will attend to it in our subsequent class. Bye.